If you're on Netflix looking for something scary to watch, skip the algorithm's recommendations. We've got the real list for you. Here are 10 terrifying horror movies on Netflix you need to watch right now. Green Room is a survival horror film where the monsters are Nazis. It's about a young punk band that finds themselves playing at a National Socialist venue hidden somewhere in the Pacific Northwest. And pretty quickly, things transform from bad to worse when they witness a murder and find themselves stuck in a standoff, trapped in the venue's green room.
Well, here we are, gentlemen. Davis Town Hall. Reclaiming the dark past to build a brighter future.
If you're looking for the real Lovecraft country, it's in Salem Village, now known as Danvers, Massachusetts. Danvers built a state hospital in 1871 called the Danvers Insane Asylum. And its dark history inspired H.P. Lovecraft's Arkham Asylum. Before this building was torn down, they shot this psychological horror movie on location, inside the abandoned hospital. The plot deals with the company asked to clean the building. They're scared to enter, but they take the job anyway. I won't give away any more details, as the twists make this such an intense watch. Although it uses a familiar concept, where college friends hike through the woods and encounter people holding creepy, ancient traditions, this film is noteworthy for its craftsmanship. British director David Bruckner, who's attached to the upcoming Hellraiser reboot, piles on layers of mystery to really up the tension. And when monsters are seen, the creature designs are extremely original. Like Green Room, this movie also takes place in Oregon. There's a disease that has taken out most of the population, and a family chooses to share a house deep in the woods with fellow survivors who they're not really sure they can trust. Before director James Wan made billion-dollar films like Aquaman and Furious 7, he directed this PG-13 rated horror movie about a family terrified by their supernatural son. It's not as well received with critics as some of the other movies on this list, but its jump scares are really a fun ride, and it's undoubtedly become a modern classic among much of the horror community. This list just wouldn't be complete without a home invasion film, and Hush is one of the best. It takes the assembly line setup we've seen countless times where a writer moves into a new house, and it's in the woods, and they're targeted by some crazed killer. But this adds a twist. The protagonist is deaf. If you're looking for 2 hours of pure, unrelenting tension, try Hush. Apostle is a gothic period piece about a London man attempting to rescue his sister from a cult. It's from writer-director Gareth Edwards, previously known for the Indonesian action movie The Raid, and over the course of 130 minutes, he proves he can tackle many genres, mutating a horror mystery into a fantastical, kind of grim fairy tale. Cam is a techno thriller about a cam girl who's replaced by a mysterious woman who looks just like her. Like most great horror films, this reflects the fears of a particular moment, here being the fear of losing your online identity.
Customer support, how can I help you?
Hi, I'm locked out of my account, and I think you guys are just replaying an old show or something.
I don't think that's possible. We can't do that.
If this sounds just a bit dry, trust me, it's not. This gets ultra creepy, and features a stellar performance by Madeline Brewer. Director Yorgos Lanthimos, who previously brought us Dogtooth and the Lobster, makes such unusual movies that they're often difficult to describe. The Killing of a Sacred Deer is a story about a surgeon whose family is terrorized by a godlike teenager. It mixes psychological and body horror with very brief moments of deeply dark comedy. It's a masterpiece of discomfort.
They're here.
There's a reason why so many modern horror movies try to imitate the look of 70s and early 80s films. It's because that period brought us classics that still haunt people's dreams. And did you know that Poltergeist is rated PG and written by Steven Spielberg? That doesn't really sound like it should go on this terrifying horror list, but this movie about a little girl communicating with ghosts through a TV set has been on everyone's list for nearly 40 years. This was a tough list to make. If you think there's a horror movie on Netflix that I missed, let me know in the comments. And as I keep telling you, subscribe to GameSpot Universe right now, or there will be a curse on you.